is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. They're working that left side. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll try to do it himself.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It'll be a draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes! Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds a man in the middle. Tag! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Thomas. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to take a shot, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's up to 49 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. On the move at the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
They go to the ground. Fights off the defender. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Pocket breaking down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Wisconsin delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense was the story here. J.J. Watt may be the standard, but it looks like there's another stud edge rusher there in Madison. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. He might want another play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
He's going to let one go back to the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bruins!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these two-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Handoff to the lone back. Makes it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Rushes on him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Touchdown, Canes! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking for space. It's Thomas. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Makes the grab. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run for it on third and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun, the inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll do it himself. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. They're testing the right side here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And he made the extra point without problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. At the 35, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Miami. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Colorado went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Buffs in a statement win if there ever was one. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab on 3rd. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Got his man. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
The give out of the gun. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
Now, 4th down.